Hey, good evening, guys. Welcome to another episode of Nonsense Nuisance, where we make nuisance out of total nonsense. Right, here's some very interesting topic that I came across. I want to call that as S.M.S.e.s. Right. Um, this talks about the kind of rest that we need. How many of us have experienced this? You have a very good night's sleep, but the next day you wake up, you still feel restless, you still feel tired, you still feel like a lousy start to the day. You're just not focused. You don't feel like doing anything. You want to call it off, and you want to take an MC, or you want to just stay at home, right? And sometimes you just want to do nothing. Now, I've had these experiences before, and I keep wondering, why does this happen in spite of having a good night's sleep, right? Now, while researching, I just came across that sleep is not the only thing that our body needs. Okay, and what do I mean by that? That's exactly what I mean by S.M.S.e.s. Now, bear in mind, with sleep, that is number one. Our body needs different kinds of rest. So sleep is definitely number one. You don't have sleep, you're going to screw up your entire system. And I have been through this. I still go through this at times. Very tiring. Um, but somehow, even though you don't get that full quota of sleep, if you get the other parts of the rest that you need, you can easily pull through. Okay, so the S, of course, stands for sleep. So what does the M stand for? The M is actually a mental rest. Okay, now what do you do about a mental rest? Mental rest, our brain is always working. We always think, whether we want or whether we don't want, we always keep thinking. So we need to figure out ways to give that mental part of the brain some rest, right? How do you do that? You got meditation, you got singing, you got various things. You want to give your mental part of the brain some relief, go and do something totally artistic, totally opposite of what you're doing, right? So that helps in a way. Now, the most important category after your sleep and mental is this, right? Social rest. You really want to experience good sleep, stop scrolling Facebook and stop scrolling Instagram. You know, these reels that come out, all random videos that you keep going on and on and on and on. Believe me, you get that satisfaction when you see it, but after a period of time, your brain is constantly looking for that stimulus. It needs something again and again and again and again. The lesser you see, you'll start seeing immediate focus, right? Now, what happens with after your S.M.E.s? I just have the E&S, emotional rest. Now, if you're very energetic, if you're high on emotions, um, you have stuff going on in your life, too much crap to face. Yes, face it, but give that a 5 minutes break. Do anything you can, right? To give that to get that 5 minutes break. So you need that emotional rest as well. When you get emotional rest, you begin to sleep well. You begin to enjoy everything around you well, right? And finally, the sensory rest. What do I mean by sensory rest? Give your hands a break, give your legs a break, give your mouth a break, give your stomach a break, give your senses a break, right? It's as name suggests, give your senses a break. Oh, but that means just sleeping, right? No, it just means sitting, maybe. Do nothing. I have a place at home called the Daddy's Corner, where I just sit down and do nothing. When I say nothing, I literally mean do nothing for about 5 to 10 minutes, right? Your body needs that kind of a break. Now, there's two other breaks that I did come across, which is actually called the spiritual and creative breaks, right? For me, I'm okay if I don't get a break here, right? If I'm very creative, and if in fact it works the other way, when you follow the S.M.S.e.s, you start getting creative, and somehow you start looking at it from a spiritual, looking at things from a higher perspective. Spiritual doesn't mean sit and pray. It just means looking at things from a higher perspective, beyond yourself, right? An all inclusive way of looking at things. So remember the S.M.S., right? Your sleep, your mental, your social, your emotional, and finally your senses. Give them a break, and then just take a look. You can do wonderful with even 5 hours of sleep. With this, my friends, I hope you have learned something new. I look forward to seeing you again in my next episode. Bye.